everybody. Welcome back to Is This a Ghost? I'm Clayton Smith, and every week I tell a real ghost story from real history to my real friend Patrick Dean, who burps real loud in my ears while not taking it real seriously. Okay, now you can tell your story.
Sounds like a volume problem on your end.
It's not a volume problem for sure.
problem.
It's a volume problem, yes.
I'm burping at the same volume that I always have burped.
Which has always been a problem, and I've never had the courage to tell you about it. But now I'm telling you in front of God and everybody, you burp too loud.
What was I going to tell you about? Oh, yeah. So we had some friends over, right?
Yeah.
I know, hard to believe. We had friends.
Hey, I didn't say anything.
And
I was thinking that joke, but I thought that's too mean. I'm not going to say it.
It's too early for that. And these particular friends, they like to drink the non-alcoholic beer.
Oh, that's the bad beer.
Yeah, that's bad beer. So
that's beer that doesn't make sense.
So I went out. I was like, I'm going to be a good house guest. I'm going to buy.
I thought they were coming to your house.
House host.
House host. Okay, yeah, that's what it's called.
That's what I said, obviously.
Yeah.
I want to be a good house host. And I'm going to buy some of that non-alcoholic beer, right? Yeah. So they can feel comfortable.
That's nice. That's so nice. Isn't it?
So I go out and I spent like $14 on
of your own dollars?
Of my own dollars, my own hard-earned dollars. That is
engineer money.
That takes me seconds to earn at work. And I'm going to spend it right now on 12 beers that don't even have beer in them. So I do. I go out and I buy something called Budweiser.
It is a racket that they charge like the same amount of money for beer, no beer.
It feels kind of like when they first started selling bottled water.
Yeah.
Like, this is stupid, right? Well, so is this. So I buy 12 Budweiser Zero beers, which means zero.
Budweiser Zero. Oh God, it's the worst kind of zero.
It's all they had, and I figure, well, Budweiser tastes strongly of beer, and by itself,
sure.
So maybe Budweiser Zero
Except
tastes somewhere in the middle.
Budweiser has beer in it.
Correct. Yeah. Well, I'm realizing this on the drive home from the grocery store, obviously.
Okay. Yeah.
So I come home, I get these 12 not beer beers, I put them in the fridge, get them nice and chilly. The friends come over. And they say, hey, thanks for inviting us over. We brought something with us. And I think, are you fucking kidding me? And they brought 12 non-alcoholic beers with them as well to share.
Okay, several questions. Number one, was theirs better than Budweiser Zero?
It was worse.
Impossible.
It was Michelob Ultra Zero beer. I don't even know what was in there.
My God, who are these people? How do you know these monsters?
It was like seltzer water that you had just like left out in the sun for a little while. That's kind of what it tasted like.
Why even do it? Why even drink it?
I don't know.
Okay, so second question. How many non-alcoholic beers do you currently have in your fridge?
I've been drinking them all week. I've been drinking them because it is liberating drinking a non-alcoholic beer like, 9
a.m.? Yeah.
I do not drink non-alcoholic beer at work because people would not believe me at all.
They can't fire you for that. You're not drinking beer.
No, that's one of the few reasons they can't fire me. So it's
yeah.
So good on them. But no, I don't care for it so much. So right now, tonight I'm drinking an actual beer with beer in it. So
good. That's a good choice.
Cheers to me.
Cheers to you indeed.
I had other things. I told you I was going to come with a list.
You did. I appreciate it.
I said I was going to come with a list because you said you had nothing to talk about tonight.
It's not entirely. Well, that's true. It's also so. I think I told you already. This is going to be part one of a 2-part episode. Now, the notes I've taken so far are definitely too long for a 1-parter.
Okay.
However, I do question if they're long enough for a full 2-parter. They're really like a 1 1/4.
Okay.
And so if we can really stretch out the nonsense in between, that's going to help me a lot.
I've been stretching out 1 1/4 for years. So,
Ew.
So let me tell you what. Coming to the man with the plan. So over the weekend, Sunday, yeah. Yesterday, Amy had made a flu shot appointment for June for our youngest.
On a Sunday? On the Lord's Day?
On the Lord's Day.
The Lord wants shots to happen.
And she's 6 years old. And at the last moment, the pharmacy called and said, ooh, we can't give flu vaccines to kids that young. And Amy said, did you realize that at any point, like when I made the appointment a week ago and had to enter the child's fucking birth date in, did you math this at any point? And they were like, yeah, we're real busy, so we didn't get a chance to call you. And she's like, why did you even accept whatever. So,
Why can't they give flu shots to 6-year-olds?
I don't know. Too
My
young.
4-year-old just got a flu shot.
Well, so the story continues.
Oh,
Um,
an RFK Jr. calls next.
so June got a reprieve. So she had been panic attack.
Oh yeah.
Because she had asked us previously, do not tell me when I'm getting a flu shot. Like she knows
That's
the
smart.
anticipation.
Okay.
She knows the anticipation is the
Yeah,
problem.
she's hacking her own system. That's good.
Exactly. She said, don't tell me.
Okay.
So, okay. So we told her like a day before the flu shot instead of like, a month before when Amy made the appointments. And even a day was too much. She's like, I told you not to tell me. Why are you telling me a day before?
There's one rule. Yeah. You fucked it up, Dad.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those were her last words before she fell asleep that night. Was, Dad, you fucked it up, Dad. So they call and they're like, hey, just so you know, we can't give flu shots to a kid that young. So no dice. And so Amy's like, okay, fine. So she tells June, and June, she gets a reprieve, right?
Yeah.
This is great. Fantastic.
Yeah.
But
Little
then
we know June was on the phone last night after you thought she was asleep, calling Walgreens to say, hey, listen, I will give you $20. You call tomorrow and tell my mom I'm too young for a flu shot.
I will order a voice modulator on Amazon and send it to you. I swear this was going to work for just fine. So Amy, the next day, calls around a little bit and finds other places that might be offering flu shots. And she finds one. And guess what? Walmart, of all places.
Oh, Walmart. Walmart loves
No
dealing
problem.
pain.
No
Absolutely.
problem at all.
We'll stick anything. We're Walmart.
Did you say 6 months? Bring her in. Prenatal? We'll get the long needle. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
So we don't tell June, right? Amy makes the appointment and she's like, you're going to take her to this thing because I'm busy.
Oh, cool. You're going to do it. Yeah.
I said, yeah, absolutely. I would love to.
Yeah.
So I say, hey, June, we've got some errands to run today, just me and you. She's like, oh, a day with Dad. I said, yep. And the happier she gets about the day with Dad, the more I'm feeling like a piece of shit. But I'm like,
this is the last time she'll be happy about a day with Dad.
Exactly, ever.
Yeah.
So I said, well, let's just me and you. We're gonna go out. We're gonna go to let's go to Walmart.
Oh my God, what a dream!
Yeah. She's like,
They have
Walmart.
toys there.
I said, yeah. I gotta get a couple things at Walmart, and we'll go there. FYI, we don't go to Walmart very often. It's like we go there when we need
I didn't think you did.
like camping supplies, and that's it. I don't really know what else they have. Terrible produce and camping supplies.
Yeah.
So I take her in there.
Probably some non-alcoholic Budweiser.
Yeah, well, and also fourth thing, flu shots. So we walk in there, and as soon as we walk in the door, she starts to wise up. She's like,
She can just smell it. She can smell
She's
your
like-
fear.
yeah, so why are we in here? Why are you dragging me so quickly by the hand? Why do you keep saying we're late? Like, we're late for what, Dad? So we finally get up to the pharmacy, or we finally get up to, I did not realize there was a pharmacy in Walmart. I figured it was just like a girl in like aisle 37 with the bag of
Yeah,
needles.
you got to track her down.
Like
And find
normal,
her.
yeah.
She's got, yeah. Oh, yeah, there you go.
So we get up to the Walmart pharmacy, and June, and she smells a rat. She's like, "Why? No, why are we here? What is this part of Walmart?" I said, "Well, do you remember how you told me you didn't want to know when you're getting a flu shot?"
Good. Turn it back on her. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. I'm getting a flu shot, and then just meltdown, right? Quick meltdown.
Yeah.
So she melts down for a while, and I'm filling out some paperwork for her, and I said, "Hey, you know what? I also am ready for a flu shot. Do you have any extra flu shots? Maybe I could get one."
You're gonna model some good behavior.
Exactly. The lady says, "Absolutely. I have all kinds of flu shots back here. You just sign." So I start filling out a little bit more paperwork. So I'm filling out all the paperwork, which is a lot of paperwork.
Mhm.
And June's, having a more difficult time because now I'm not able to console her because I'm writing,
Sure.
my medical history to Walmart for some reason. So finally, I get everything filled out. We get back in the little booth, and this sweet little kid, she kind of calms down a little bit, and she goes, "Next time, can you just tell me in the car so I don't embarrass myself like this?" I said, no one's embarrassed. It's fine.
No. Hey, that's
Yeah.
a level of self-awareness that is going to serve her anxiety well in life just perfectly.
I
Wow.
thought so. I
Yeah.
said no one's embarrassed. If we walked around Walmart right now, if we did like a full lap, you would be like the third person crying in here. I promise.
Totally.
you.
And most of them would be like big men,
Exactly. Yep.
big sad men.
Lots of ugly cries in Walmart, especially on a Sunday afternoon. So we're in the little booth, We're getting ready to get our shots, whatever. And the lady comes in. She goes, "Oh, okay, so you're both getting shots." Yep, we're both getting shots. June starts to get a little wound up again. The lady's putting these like prepping our arms, right, for the shots. And she goes, "Honey," talking to June, you don't have to worry at all. Yeah, not definitely doesn't call me honey yet. And you don't have to worry at all. The needle I give you, it's this teeny, it's like a cat's whisker. I promise you won't even feel it.
Cat's whisker.
It is the tiniest needle. You will not even notice when I get it. And I was like, "Oh, this is really nice for her," because I'm a little squeamish around needles, like blood, needles, anything with the body. I don't enjoy.
Yeah,
I mean,
they're stabbing something to get into your blood. Like that's it's not great.
I spend most of my day keeping the blood inside. They want to anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking this lady's really doing a great job getting June calm. And then she turns to June and she goes, "You don't want to see the needle I got to stick your dad with." I said, "I'm sorry." And she goes, "You should see the needles we have to give the adults, June. They're huge. They're like a pencil." And June's like, "Really?" And June's starting to get pepped up a little bit. And I'm starting to feel less good about the whole thing. And she's like, "June, look at the needle I have to give your dad." And she pulls this huge fucking syringe out. And she goes, "Here, June, feel with your fingers. Feel how thick this needle is.
Get your germs on this needle before
I'm like,
I stick it in your dad's
she's not supposed to touch the needle. That's not okay." So like the blood starts to, leave my face a little bit because now it's like very clear that I'm going to get stuck with a huge fucking needle in Walmart. And if I die in Walmart, two things. Number one, I'm going to be just as embarrassed as June is from dying in Walmart.
God. And no one told you in the car you're going to die at Walmart today.
Exactly. And number two, I just gave them all bogus information on the form, so they don't know who the fuck I am.
So. Amy will never find you.
No, absolutely
How will she
not.
put your ashes in the Steak and Shake toilet?
So anyway, we both ended up getting our shots. No one threw up. Everyone was embarrassed. And then at the end of it, we went to the toy aisle and picked out some like really obnoxious.
What did you get for yourself?
Monster High doll. I didn't get anything for myself. I was really trying hard not to throw up. But June got a really pretty Monster High doll. So
nice. Okay.
So
great. That's good. Anyway, worked out great.
Yeah, great. It's really good. If I get the flu now, I would be so mad. So stupid.
I can turn my fan on. Hold on. I'm so hot down here. Hot. Oh, yeah, that's the stuff. That's the good stuff. Excuse me. I have not gotten a flu shot yet, but what I did do this weekend, I took 11 college students in one van that I rented.
Same van.
15 passenger van. Mm-hmm. Threw a bunch of kids in there and drove them 6 hours to North Carolina, to a mountain in North Carolina for a retreat.
Ooh, what were you retreating from exactly?
Life, everything. You name it, I was retreating from it. Now, the students were there to work on this social entrepreneurship retreat. It's really a great program, the Sullivan Foundation. Love it. Can't say enough good things about it. Great people there. However, I was there to just sit quietly in a hotel room for 2 days because I don't have to do anything at this retreat.
Okay.
Now, they do have faculty programming, and they really expect you to go to that.
Right.
But I don't think I'm going to continue to be the person who takes the kids on the retreat after this time. So I have no skin in this game. And so I sat mostly in my hotel room quietly. And it was really good.
It's a shame because it seemed like there were a lot of other places to sit in your hotel. So
you saw the video. That's what I'm getting at. I don't know how to, I don't know if like Jen can maybe splice this into the YouTube. So I'm at this hotel in this really great retreat center called Lake Junaluska, North Carolina. Really beautiful place, super churchy, which is kind of a weird vibe. But it used to be, one of the churches out there used to own the whole thing, and it was like a church retreat. Now I don't think they own it anymore, but it's still real churchy. But there's retreat center there, and so we were there. But there's also like old people are there because it's like Smoky Mountain, Branson, so they're all there, and there's like people getting married. For some reason, even because it's so pretty. Yeah. But like there's like high schoolers in sweatpants walking in there for their wedding shots and things, which is crazy.
Sounds like the Grand Ole Opry. Just like it's like a lot of events, a lot of diverse people.
Yeah.
Maybe a water slide.
Yeah. And so I stayed in the hotel. Now when I went there in the spring for the same retreat, I got to stay in the nice hotel, which was pretty great. And it was just it was like a normal nice hotel there is like a 3-star hotel somewhere else.
Oh,
But it was
wow.
fine. It was fine.
Okay.
It was, whatever. It's like a
I don't
Holiday
know
Inn
what the stars
Express
are.
level. I don't.
Is 3 a good? Is 3 good
No,
or is 3 not good?
it's fine. Three's fine. Three's
Oh,
fine.
okay.
Three's like I'm
sounds
not
nice.
concerned for my health. Yeah.
Oh, like a Holiday Inn Express.
Yeah. Sure.
Oh,
Yes. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love
It was like
those.
that, but older.
Okay.
But then this time they were like, oh, and by the way, this time you're staying at the whatever hotel. And I was like, oh, that's different from last year. And they said, yeah, there were a bunch of weddings that all got the good hotel. So you're up. So I had to like walk way up this hill, like a mile up this mountain
hmm
to this hotel. And I check in and it's really old, definitely for sure haunted. I didn't see any ghosts, but the vibe.
Yeah.
But as you saw on my videos that I post on the socials, there are so many chairs at
Mhm.
this hotel.
Mhm.
Maybe Jen can splice in my video. I don't know, or we'll link to it or something. If you haven't seen, go to my TikTok or go to my Facebook page. Go to Clayton Source because you when I tell you there are so many chairs in this lobby,
I wasn't prepared.
you're not prepared.
I was not
Think of
prepared
the
for how many chairs
most
there were.
chairs and couches you could possibly conceive of in a hotel lobby, and triple it, and you're still not there. I'm at this hotel in North Carolina, and there are so many chairs here. This is the lobby. Look at all these chairs. There's 4 chairs. There's a chair back there. It's a couch. That's a chair. There's a chair. Look on this side. More chairs. Look how many chairs. If you keep going in the lobby, look at all these chairs. These chairs are around a little square table. This is a card game. These are card game chairs. Over there, another chair. Next to a couch. Next to another chair. Over here, look at this. That's a chair behind a desk. Who's working here? Nobody is. Over here, we have 2 chairs for people traveling together but who hate each other. Look back this way. Look outside. More chairs. That one has a ghost in it. Over here, more chairs. These are new. You haven't seen these yet. These are more chairs. Over here, there's 2 couches next to a fireplace. Very nice place to sit. Hey, what's that in the corner? Oh, it's more chairs. And guess what's over on this side of the room? That's a cuck chair. Back here, more chairs. I know what you're thinking. After these 2, there cannot possibly be any more chairs. Let's take a look. Well, there is this armoire next to an elevator. That's classy. That's just called taste. Over here, though, 3 more chairs under the coat hangers. Now we're back at the lobby. 2 benches, just in case, you're so tired from walking from your car to the lobby, you have to sit. On the other side of that lobby, more chairs. What is happening? Why are there so many chairs? Look at all these chairs. You may think this is the weirdest chair because it's outside the women's restroom, but this is the weirdest chair because it's inside the men's restroom. Why is there a bench inside the men's restroom? What are you doing in that bench? I know what you're doing on that bench. Patrick, if you had to guess from memory, how many chairs, how many individual, and how many, not just how many people could sit, but how many individual pieces of furniture?
I'm gonna guess.
Some of them were couches that could fit 3 people, but how many pieces?
I'm gonna wager unique pieces of furniture. I'm gonna wager 45. 45 sounds like
I didn't count, but I bet it's more than that.
Okay.
It's so many.
The most striking was definitely the couch in the men's room.
That was surprising to see.
I've been in a lot of men's rooms in my life, thousands probably. Never have I seen a piece of furniture in there.
No.
And do you want to know why? Because men pee on everything.
That's right.
We do every fucking thing.
We do. Doesn't matter.
Mhm.
Let's be on that. And I like that it's strategically positioned so you can watch men while they use the urinal.
You know what it's for? It's so when you put your shoes back.
Ideas.
It's for when you put your shoes back on, you have somewhere to sit down and tie them. That's what it's for.
Why? Okay, that in some ways makes a lot of sense. It does make me wonder.
I mean, how do you
use
sit on the floor? You sit on the floor? What if there's a line for the toilet? I'd feel really guilty if I was in this stall.
Yeah.
There's a whole line, and I'm putting my shoes back on, and they're like, "Can you just speed this up?" And I'm like, "Look, it's the teeny tiny shoelaces. They're really complicated."
We're all taking our shoes off,
and they'll be like, "Look,
you're gonna throw the first stone."
There is a couch out here for exactly what you're doing inside of there. So please.
Yeah, there was a couch outside that you could have used for that outside the bathroom as well. So that was my weekend, is mostly just being really concerned. And the video has gotten some good responses. People are like, wow, that's a lot of chairs, right? That's
right.
They're
Sure.
also
That's what I would expect.
Yeah. Now people at the retreat, I was trying to make small talk with the other faculty members from it's all these colleges from all over the Southeast. And I was like, hey, do you guys know how many chairs are in the lobby? They're like, no. And they're not. And so we walked back into the lobby and I was like, look at all these chairs. Isn't that amazing? And they're like, it's a lot of chairs, I guess. They didn't care.
What I will note, so that, like I said, 45 is probably a low number. Maybe
I think so.
North of 50. The most notable thing, how many chairs were occupied in that video?
0.
0 chairs. That was
Not
the most
a
notable
one.
part. It looked like an absolute ghost town in this hotel. which was a lot creepier than the number of chairs.
There were more places to sit than people in the hotel. I think there were more places to sit than rooms in the hotel. It's crazy. And no one else on the retreat thought this was an interesting point of conversation. So I made no friends and I burned that place to the ground.
Yeah. Yeah. The moment I explained that to somebody and they weren't like fascinated with me,
Yeah,
that's the end of it. That's
I
it.
don't know what we're doing here.
Yeah.
This is why I'm not going back. Well, we've successfully killed about 20 minutes. I think we can start if you're interested in hearing a ghost story tonight.
Please. Yes. Whoa.
Jesus Christ. My God,
That was even loud on this end.
Oh, God. Well, I have my notes here because I started taking these notes like weeks ago. And when my first note is Halloween episode check-in, I'm going to delete that one. But
Thanks.
I will say I've been riding pretty high on my win.
I've not listened to the mix from last week.
I haven't yet either. I'm told Jeremy said it's done.
Right, it's done. Now, Jeremy does realize that I'm not in the last 5 minutes of the mix, right?
Of what?
Remember the audio died with like 5 minutes left in the episode?
Oh yeah, I did forget about that.
Can you just like drop a note in the Discord maybe?
It's too late because he already did it, but he did. That's okay. So this makes a lot of sense because in his email, he did write something, and I was like, I don't remember that, but that's cool. Thanks, Jeremy. Let me find it here. What did Jeremy say? Episode complete. Here we go. It says, I added a spooky track to close off the main recording to the coda. He sent me the credit for that, so I could put it in there. So he said, I think it worked well, and congrats on the win. So I think that must be why he did that. Because I was like, oh, fun, a spooky song. I wonder why he's doing that. It probably is because
to replace all the missing audio over you just talking to the room, essentially.
Yeah. Well, I like that this time it's not my fault. Because when I did accidentally post just my audio to the feed a few weeks ago, that one was my fault. People were real confused on that one.
Got to get different folders. Need different folders.
Yeah, you would think. I don't know. That's too complicated. By the way, speaking of complicated and confusing, if last week was the first episode you ever listened to of this show, you're going to be real lost because actually normally I tell the story and it's just one story. And Patrick does all the funny stuff. So that's how it goes. Anyway, now I have to do another thing.
There you go.
Benjamin Siegel.
If I had started one of the stories last week with the name Benjamin Siegel, you would have made me stop telling the story right there. You would have said, nope,
Absolutely.
Nope, end of episode.
I'll spell Siegel for you because
You don't need to. You don't have to.
Okay.
It's
not
already
like you
spelled.
think.
No, it's already, nope.
All right. He was born on February 28th, 1906. Almost a leap year, baby. I don't know if that had a leap year. If that was a leap year. Either almost a leap year baby, almost a March baby. One of the two. He was born in Brooklyn in the Williamsburg neighborhood. He was so trendy.
It means
You don't know anything about New York.
It means absolutely nothing. Less than
When's the last time
nothing,
you've been in New York?
really. We were talking about maybe going up over spring break.
Well, that's
Possibly.
next year.
Yes, not
Yeah.
yes. Spring break this year.
Taking a late spring break.
I don't know when the listeners are going to hear this episode, but spring break has been over for a little while.
Yeah,
this year.
You should. It's good. It's good place. Aaron's going tomorrow.
Oh, that's way too early. I won't see her.
I think so. I'll tell her to wait there. Anyway, so what you don't know about Williamsburg is that it's a few things you should know about Williamsburg. So now it's like very trendy and very expensive, a very cool, hip place to be. Also, there are pockets of Williamsburg that are very, it's a big Jewish history.
Oh, okay.
So there's like Hasidic Jews, there's like Ashkenazi Jews there. And if you, parts of Williamsburg now, if you walk through, you'll see like the people in like the cassocks and the big wide brim hats and the ringlets and everything, like all that walking through still.
Oh.
It's still very much alive there. So big Jewish history. Now, Benjamin Siegel.
Nope.
Siegel. Well, he was the second of 5 children born to a pair of Ashkenazi Jews there. His parents were named Jenny and Max. They had emigrated to the U.S. from Austria-Hungary. And they worked very hard, but got paid so very little. So Benny grows up pretty hungry. When he's a boy, he also drops out of school.
Oh, that's not
Because school is for dumb idiots.
Yeah.
And instead, he joins a gang on the Lower East Side of Manhattan.
Oh, the Lower East Side Ashkenazi Jews. Do not fucking cross them.
He must have had to cross the bridge. I want.
You
He's
can't-
probably like, if
You
we're doing
can't
back-
commute to join a gang. That's not how gangs work.
I think gangs are supposed to be like your neighborhood, right?
Yeah,
that's like a team building thing.
exactly. This is sounds like a ringer.
Yeah. So they recruited him out of Williamsburg, and they brought him over across the river. And Benjamin mostly committed acts of theft
Mhm.
Until he met another boy named Mo Sedway.
Mm.
And Benjamin and Mo decide to up the ante a little bit, and these two children start a protection racket against the pushcart merchants of New York.
Oh, okay.
Hey, bud, nice hot dog cart you got there. Sure
Be a
would
real shame. Be a real shame if someone. Oh, look, one of your tires is popped now. Oh boy.
Oh, that bun flew right out of your hand, huh? Wow.
It'd be a shame if a seagull just swooped down and took this hot dog. Oh, look, here I come.
Caw-caw, caw-caw.
Oh, motherfuckers. Was it like that?
I think it was exactly like that. They threatened to incinerate the merchandise unless they were paid $1.
Oh, have they tasted the food from a food cart? That's like
It's
literally how
already
they cook it.
incinerated.
That's
It's
like,
like, yeah, please, okay.
oh,
Yeah, I'm paying you minimum wage to do my job? Absolutely. So Benjamin starts to build up quite a criminal record here, which goes on to very shortly include armed robbery, rape, and murder.
Oh, neither of those are funny.
He's a boy. I think he's in his middle teens at this point. So this is horrifying to hear. It's horrifying already, of course.
Right.
It's made more horrifying, I think, because he's an adolescent. During this time, Benjamin becomes friends with a young man 4 years older than him, whose name is Meyer Lansky.
Mm-hmm.
Judging by the look on your face, I'm going to guess you have never watched Boardwalk Empire.
No, I have not, but the name does ring the slightest of bells.
He's a pretty big-time gangster in the old history of New York.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have watched Boardwalk Empire, the name will be familiar to you. And if you haven't heard of Meyer Lansky, he goes on to be one of the biggest Jewish gang leaders in American history and probably the most famous Jewish gang leader that we've had. So at this point, Meyer is still pretty young. But he had already met a kid named Charles Luciano, who goes by the nickname Lucky Luciano.
Oh, this one I know.
This one you know. Also in Boardwalk Empire.
Yes.
Also real, though. Also in Boardwalk Empire because he's real. And
which one of these is Steve Buscemi? Which one?
None of these yet.
Oh, okay. Is he coming though?
Well, let's just find out. We got a lot of listen, folks. I'll tell you this right now: if you've not watched Boardwalk Empire, I do honestly encourage you to stop this podcast, press pause, go watch the entire series, and then come back. It will help you out a lot with a lot of these names. Anyway, so by the way, speaking of Boardwalk Empire, if I can take a little,
yeah, I have time. Yeah, let's take it aside here.
You know Michael Shannon's, and you know, well, you probably don't. You might not know. You know Michael Shannon, the actor Michael Shannon.
Yeah, General Zod.
Yeah, General Zod. That's the one. That's
that's the one role I know him from. It's
the most
thing that people
ridiculous
hate-
role he's ever
I think
played.
people hate him for. Yes.
Yeah. He's actually, believe it or not, he's a wonderful actor.
He seems
Very
nice.
intense.
Yeah.
Very intense. Yeah. He's in Boardwalk Empire. He's a big role there and super intense. And so he is part of a theater company in Chicago called the Red Orchid Theater.
Okay.
I don't know if you are familiar with that, but I know a few folks who work at Red Orchid. And so several years ago when we were still in Chicago, they were getting ready for their annual gala, and Michael Shannon was coming back, as he often does, to help them raise money because now he's a big star.
Right.
And he donated a suit from Boardwalk Empire that he wore as a character in Boardwalk Empire for the silent auction.
Oh wow.
Or for the real auction, probably. I
Right.
guess that's probably a better real auction thing. So he donated it, and so they wanted to display the suit, and they're like, "Well, it would be fun if we didn't have to put it like on a mannequin. What if we had someone walk around wearing the suit?"
Right. Who would wear Michael Shannon's suit?
And so they said,
though?
"But Michael Shannon's a very tall person,"
Right.
and so the people who were there were like, "Do we know any tall people who could just like put on this suit and walk around?" And of course, I was their first phone call,
Really?
and so they called me to ask if I would wear Michael Shannon's Boardwalk Empire suit for this event.
Wow.
And like hang out with Michael Shannon all day, like next to him and like wander around with him.
Wait, what?
And I was like,
why can't he wear the suit? I'm confused. Why are you wearing this suit and he's
because
like
he's
right
off
there
the clock.
wearing the suit?
I don't know.
Wearing the
I
suit.
don't know.
Okay,
I don't know. Because okay, here's why. Because when someone wins it, whoever's wearing it has to take it off.
Oh, I
And
see.
he's
Okay,
not doing that. That's not in his
Right.
contract.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No blue stuff.
They don't have any intimacy coordinators at this theater, so he's like, I don't think so. He says, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
So anyway, so they call, and I'm like, absolutely. Do I want to spend like 3 hours with Michael Shannon wearing the man suit that he wore in one of my favorite shows? Of course I do. Sign me up. What are the dates? And they told me, and the dates were during one of our baseball trips. And so I couldn't do it because I went on a baseball trip instead.
Which baseball trip?
This would have been how many years ago? This would have been 20. Was it after Paula? I think it was 2017. Where did we go 2017?
No, I don't think that was a very good one.
Probably not. It was probably not at all worth it. No, this is probably the one where this is probably San Diego.
Oh, I didn't go on that one.
You should have gone and worn Michael Shannon's suit in Chicago.
I was really busy at the ICU with my family, but you know, I probably could have found some time to
I think so.
peel off.
Would have tried. Anyway, that's how I almost got to meet Michael Shannon while wearing his sweaty clothes. Let's see. Where are we in the story? Oh, so Benjamin Siegel meets Meyer Lansky. Meyer already knows Lucky Luciano. So then, like in hindsight, like someone who knows history and or Boardwalk Empire, this is bad for other people. He serves some like heavy players. So Meyer is a teenager, but he's already so fucking smart. He looks around. He sees a hole in the mafia marketplace. He realizes, Meyer Lansky realizes there's an opportunity for the Jewish boys in the neighborhood to organize in the same way that the Irish and Italians are doing. No one's doing this yet.
Makes sense.
So Benjamin Siegel is the first person that Meyer Lansky recruits for his brand new gang. Let's see. Benjamin, you may have kind of gotten this vibe already because of the fact that he dropped out of school at a young age and became a criminal who murdered and raped people. But just to say it, Benjamin had a reputation for having a violent temper and a quick-tempered nature.
Oh, wow. Okay. Oof.
I don't know if that was clear. The other members of the gang were actually kind of scared of him, and they described him as being, quote, crazy as a bedbug. Now, are bedbugs crazy?
I don't know. I thought that was actually a bad word for like a slur.
What
it was? Bedbug.
What do you think that means? You tell me
Well,
that.
I think it's for the. I think it's a bad word nowadays.
Is it?
I think it is.
For whom?
For the Jewish people.
Bedbug?
It is.
Am I gonna have to? It's the. Hold on a second.
Ask ChatGPT.
I'm not gonna see. I will. Okay, is bedbug a slur? ChatGPT says, no, bedbug is not a slur in general usage. It's an ordinary English word referring to a small parasitic insect that feeds on blood, often found in bedding. That said, and then in bold, context matters. No, this says no. Let's go to Urban Dictionary.
Okay.
Let's get to the bottom of this. I gotta get my own personal computer. I can't keep doing this stuff on my work computer. Bedbug. Okay, here we go. Oh no, bedbug. Okay. Urban Dictionary to the rescue. Bedbug, a clingy sexual partner who infests your bed at all times. Sounds good. Bedbug, a friend with benefits in a relationship that ruins your credit or abuses you financially.
What?
Yeah. Someone to sleep with you. Someone who only wants to sleep with you, comma, specifically at night. So I don't know. I think I don't know what kind of kids you're hanging out with.
It doesn't sound great. It doesn't sound like a great word, but
no,
it doesn't
but I don't
sound
think
as
it's
bad
a
as I
Jewish
thought it was
slur.
before. Okay. All right.
So,
fair enough.
Which is good. We're learning. We're keeping our heads on a swivel. Anyway, so crazy as a bedbug is what they call them. I don't know. I don't think bedbugs are crazy. I don't know if they're crazy, but I do know this leads to a new nickname for Benjamin, who now you may know as Bugsy Siegel.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
You've never heard of Bugsy Siegel?
No,
What's the
I've heard
matter
of
with you.
I've heard of who's the other Bugsy?
Bugsy Malone,
Yeah, Bugsy Malone.
the basketball player.
That's not. No. Is it a basketball
Bugsy,
player?
I'm sorry, Bugsy Monks.
Yeah, but now who's wrong?
Sorry, I was so aghast at the fact that you only know that you A, know a basketball player, and B, don't know Bugsy Siegel, that my brain skipped and merged multiple
Is Bugsy
basketball players
Malone
together.
real? Or is Bugsy Malone in like Dick Tracy or something?
Let's see. Bugsy Malone. Oh yeah, Bugsy Malone is also a thing. So I was right.
There
Okay,
you go.
Bugsy Malone is a 1970 gangster musical comedy film, which is, of course, that you know. Here's the plot. In 1929 New York, a war between two rival gangsters, Fat Sam and Dandy Dan, rages. Meanwhile, an all-around nice guy, Bugsy Malone, falls for a singer at Fat Sam's speakeasy.
This sounds like it's maybe based on Bugsy Siegel, is what I'm saying.
I don't think Bugsy Siegel is an all-around
And
nice
was
guy.
is it the kid from Doogie Howser that was in it? No. Is it?
No, you're in some ways very close. Oh God. Okay, think of like the Dark Mirror version of Neil Patrick Harris. You could do this. You can do this.
I do not know.
You do know. You do know. Who's the anti Neil Patrick Harris thing? He's like a great, fun, gay, liberal, talented actor.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the exact opposite of that from that same time?
Charlie Sheen?
Scott Baio.
Oh, I was really close to Charlie Sheen though.
You were getting there. You were getting there. Jodie Foster also in this movie.
Jodie Foster and Scott Baio?
Jodie Foster and Scott Baio.
Man,
Let's see. Anything else? No.
the
that's
wonder
it.
didn't take off. So Bugsy Malone, not a real thing. Okay, well,
Oh, what? But it's real. So Bugsy. But you know Bugsy.
I know
Bugsy
Bugsy Malone, which is the
No.
same thing as Bugsy Siegel, it sounds like.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
different from Moses Malone and Muggsy Bogues.
Bugsy Bugs is different. Wow, what a journey we're on. I'm glad this is two parts. All right. So anyway, people are just screaming at their podcasts right now.
I think skip to next week's episode. It's fine.
That's where the good stuff happens for sure. So let's see, where are we? So Bugsy and Meyer Lansky, they grew up together, and it's not long before they get involved in bootlegging on the Eastern Seaboard.
Mhm.
This is where Boardwalk Empire starts. When they're
Okay,
bootlegging,
right.
of course. At one point, Meyer starts hiring Bugsy out to other crime families as a hitman.
I love to hit. I don't care who I'm doing it for. I loves to hit.
I just have so much anger in me. So they need someone whacked. They could pay Meyer, and they would rent Bugsy, and Bugsy would go out, and he would do a good job.
Mhm.
This goes really well, and so they rebrand their gang as the Bugs and Meyer Mob.
Okay.
Bugsy's getting some top billing now.
Oh, I'm impressed.
Some equity.
He's doing a lot of the heavy lifting, it sounds like.
He's doing a lot of work. He's working hard. They handled the hits for several bootlegging gangs operating in New York and New Jersey, including Nucky Thompson, who is now I'm just blanking on the name completely. Steve Buscemi,
Oh, finally.
but also is B, fictional. So Nucky Thompson's not real. Everyone else in Boardwalk Empire from this episode is real. Nucky Thompson, not so much.
The only person I know on Boardwalk Empire is the only fictional character on Boardwalk
Correct.
Empire.
That is correct.
Okay, cool.
So when the hitman work was slow, the Bugs and Meyer mob kept themselves busy by hijacking the liquor cargoes of rival gangs. Later, in a biography about Meyer Lansky, one of the gang members, Doc Stature, talked about how fearless Bugsy was, saying, quote, Bugsy never hesitated when danger threatened. While we tried to figure out what the best move was, Bugsy was already shooting. When it came to action, there was no one better. I've never known a man who had more guts. Bugsy was also at this time a boyhood friend to Al Capone.
Oh, okay.
I think by boyhood, they mean like 16, 17
Right, yeah.
year olds there. At one point, there was a warrant for Capone's arrest on a murder charge, and Bugsy let Al hide out with his aunt. That's nice.
Lay low with a hitman's family, I guess.
Hey, Aunt Kathy, this is my friend Al. Don't ask any questions.
Yeah.
Don't talk to him. Don't look at him. He's going to hang out here for 6 months.
Let him smoke in the house. It's fine. It'll be fine.
Whatever he wants to do, please let him do it. Here's a quote that I like. Siegel first smoked opium during his youth and was involved in the drug trade. By age 21, he was making enough money to purchase an apartment at the Waldorf Astoria Hotel and a Tudor home in Scarsdale, New York.
Ooh.
He also wore flashy clothes and participated in New York City's nightlife. So he's doing very well at a very young age. Brain's not fully developed, and he's got a Waldorf Astoria hotel apartment and a Tudor mansion. Now, right around this time, the Italian mafia had a bit of an internal reorganization. There were a handful of different mafia groups that wanted to iron a few things out. So the New York mob boss at this time was Joe Masseria, also another very famous person you've probably never heard of because apparently you don't do mob stuff.
No, not
I thought
really.
for sure you would know all these names.
No, absolutely not.
You never watched like any sort of thing outside of The Godfather, is that?
I saw The Godfather. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
And I saw Goodfellas.
Okay.
Saw that. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. That's a good one.
I saw parts of Casino.
What do you mean you saw parts of Casino?
It's very long.
It's so long.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you see the part where Robert De Niro blows the dice? He puts it in his hand.
Blows the dice?
Balances
No.
it.
I saw the part where like they break the guy's hand
That's
on
a good part.
a table. That's a good part, yeah.
Did I ever tell you that Paula, my ex-wife, she's from a Sicilian family, and they're good friends with Chicago Sicilians. And one of her uncle's good friends was a real person who appeared like an actor played him in Casino because he went out to Vegas and did some mob stuff for a while.
Oh. Wonderful.
I left that family.
Yeah.
I got out. Not everyone did. Anyway, so New York mob boss, Joe Masseria, and Lucky Luciano, who is, again, Meyer Lansky's Italian friend here, decides to have Joe Masseria killed so that Lucky, can take over.
Oh.
Because Lucky's thrown in with the Jewish mob, but he is Italian, so he's doing a little double crossing here.
Fair enough.
Lucky hires some gunmen from the Bugs and Meyer gang to take out Joe Masseria. And Bugsy's like, well, I'm in on this for sure. This is right up my alley. So Bugsy goes in after him. Actually, while I'm thinking about it, let me show you a picture of Bugsy. Just so you've got a picture in mind. Now, the picture I'm going to show you is this is going to be from episode 2, but you'll get the picture. Literally. That's Bugsy.
Oh, wow. Very dapper.
Now, judging from his tie, can you guess where episode 2 is going to go?
I'm going to guess Las Vegas, Nevada.
Vegas. All right. Come back for that one next week. Anyway, so that's Bugsy. He's got the swagger, as the kids say. He's got the riz, as the kids actually say. Anyway, so Bugsy's like, I went in on this. I want to kill Joe Masseria. And let's see. A few months later, so they do. So they take out, is that right? Yeah, they take out Joe Masseria. I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds right. Let's just say they do. Then a few months later, Lucky has them take out Salvatore Maranzano, another big boss. And they do. And this gives Lucky a clear path to the top of the Italian mafia.
Wow.
And by doing this, Lucky Luciano kicks off the modern day idea of organized crime.
I always wondered.
Yeah, it's Lucky all the way up and down. It's no longer families who are splitting up territory and being cool with that. Now it's one family that allows other families to rent out space, basically.
Right.
Which is where Godfather comes in and stuff. They kind of tell that story. So all this goes down anyway. And Meyer Lansky is like, hey, Lucky, you're doing great. And we are friends. So let's continue. We should do this. The mafia and the Jewish mob, we should probably continue to be friends. Don't you think that's a good idea?
Let's not kill each other at all.
I have a crazy idea. And so Lucky agrees. And so they join forces and they form a group that they call the National Crime Syndicate.
I love when they plot to kill Superman. Yeah, that's my favorite part.
All right, see? Yeah. Superman's going to be flying over here.
Yeah.
We're going to spring the trap, huh? I think that if you're going to make a national crime syndicate, you should not call it the National
Yeah.
Crime Syndicate.
No. I mean,
There should be no paperwork about that.
it's their first attempt, though. So,
It's true. They're workshopping it. So the National Crime Syndicate pretty quickly realizes that they need an enforcement vertical in their organizational chart.
ah, yes.
Right? So, of course, Bugsy is tapped for this job.
VP level right there.
VP level, absolutely. And he's just an entrepreneurial thinker. He forms a new group under this vertical that he calls Murder Incorporated. And I just think this is what the Latin kings don't understand today is that gang work is a business. No. It's a unique business, but it's still a business. And if you're not incorporating into your verticals, I don't think you know what's going on.
I mean, the secret is to start an LLC, really, because that's, that way. Otherwise, you're going to get sued to oblivion.
Yeah, you want that protection, that liability protection for sure. If you're going to be murdering people, you don't want that coming back on you. Yeah. Absolutely not. They're going to come after your assets. No, thank you. So Murder Inc. is formed. They had one job. Any guesses?
Charitable works.
and you could say that.
Yeah.
Depends on who you're asking. Murder Inc. was believed to be responsible for between 400 and 1,000 contract killings.
Wow.
During what ends up being you'll be surprised to hear, a pretty short lifespan. So everything's going well, though. So he's part of this big, he's part of a business that's going gangbusters. I didn't even write that joke down. That's just right off the old dome.
Good. It's pretty good,
right? On January 28th, 1929, Bugsy marries Esta Krakow, his childhood sweetheart.
Is she from Boardwalk Empire too, or am I?
It's not. I'll tell you this. It's not impossible.
Esta
it's
Krakow?
not impossible.
Who plays Esta Krakow in Boardwalk Empire?
I should ask ChatGPT. I'm gonna Google who plays Esta Krakow on Boardwalk Empire. ChatGPT says, searching the web. Oh shit! The character Esther Krakow from Boardwalk Empire is portrayed by actress Julianne Nicholson.
Oh, now is that a hallucination or is that an actual person?
Let's see. Oh, well, this is a real person. I don't think she played it. I think she played an agent, like an FBI agent. I'm pretty sure. I want to say this isn't right.
Thank you, ChatGPT. Helpful as always.
Yeah. Anyway, so Bugsy marries her. They have two daughters, Millicent and Barbara. And while they were married, Bugsy had affairs with so many women.
Oh.
Including a woman named Marie the Body McDonald.
Ooh.
Now that's a nickname that should be absolutely illegal because it forces you to Google image search when you read it. Would you like to see what I found when I did that?
I mean, for the sake of the podcast.
For the sake of science and research.
Mm-hmm. Jesus. Well,
what do you think?
Is this her?
That's her. Who do you think it would be?
She seems very nice.
Yep.
Anyway, don't watch the YouTube video, guys.
Amy, Aaron, don't watch the YouTube video. So that's the body. So that's one of his side pieces. That's fine. Let's see. Anyway, it's during this time when he's got all this going on, he's with Murder Inc., that Bugsy starts to get annoyed by a man named Waxy Gordon.
He doesn't seem like the sort of man that would be annoyed very long. Would you agree?
No, I think that he's a man of action for sure. Problem solver. Now, Waxy Gordon, I know means nothing to you. However, again,
right.
Go watch Boardwalk Empire, friends.
Mm-hmm.
Waxy's running a bunch of guys in New York, and his enterprise is starting to nudge a little bit into Bugsy's territory. So Bugsy and Meyer give information about Waxy Gordon's tax evasion to the IRS.
Oh, okay.
And this lands Waxy Gordon in prison in 1933. I want to say he's a big fucking deal mob boss, and they have landed him in prison. So Waxy is big mad.
Mm-hmm.
He hires out a couple of guys named the Fabrizzo brothers.
Oh,
to assassinate Bugsy Siegel.
They sound serious.
They are so Italian. So the Fabrizzos, they plant a bomb in Bugsy's suite at the Waldorf Astoria.
They're gonna bomb the hotel.
They're going to bomb. Well, they're going to bomb his room at the
Well,
hotel.
yes, yeah. An amount of the hotel is going to
Yes,
be
they're going to
bombed.
bomb some
Yes.
of the hotel.
Yeah.
Correct.
This does not sound like a surgical bomb. This sounds like just a bomb.
Sounds a big bomb. This is a bomb from Mario for sure. They light it. They wind it up. They push it out. It goes. Do, 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 do. Let's see how it works out. Let's see. Bugsy though was not a dumb person.
Mhm.
And he had reinforced his room with some like steel plates and shit. And so the bomb does go off, but it doesn't kill him.
Oh.
And so now Bugsy's big mad because his apartment is ruined. He's probably got a concussion. And he hunts down and kills the Fabrizzo brothers.
Wow. Okay.
But then a third Fabrizzo brother, and I'm going to say his name here. I want you to get, what do you think Fabrizzo's first name is?
Pizzo Fabrizzo.
Okay. Seems Tony. Tony decides he's going to write a memoir.
Oh.
And one of the longest chapters in his memoir manuscript is a section all about Bugsy Siegel and Murder Inc.
Oh, you know what?
Bugsy to the world.
You know what? The best revenge is success.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's right.
Hang on, 1 second. I'm gonna grab something. Hang on.
A non-alcoholic beer. Okay.
Shut up.
If he comes back with a non-alcoholic beer, I'm going to make so much fun of him. All right, hold it up. What'd you get?
So cold.
you idiot.
I'm out of regular beers.
I love that we're talking about the mob, which is like, the most like guy thing you can talk about. And
Yes.
you're, over there sipping a Budweiser Zero.
I am.
While I have a hot toddy,
And-
which is a very masculine drink.
And I'm staring at a sealed up bag of Doritos that have my name on it. So
So TikTok.
let's get this moving here.
All right. So Tony's writing a book, and he includes a lot of info about. How's your face?
It's delicious. So
I
good.
bet.
So worth it.
He involves all this information about Murder Inc. And Bugsy does not like that. So Bugsy decides he has a plan. He goes and checks himself into a hospital.
Oh. Okay.
And now that he has a
Long
tight
play.
alibi,
Uh-huh.
he sneaks out of the hospital.
Oh.
He goes to Tony Fabrizzo's house.
Mhm.
He pretends to be a detective.
Oh.
Knock, knock,
okay.
knock.
He
Hello?
looks a little coppish. He looks a little coppish in that photo.
He does look coppish.
I could see
still
that,
actually
yeah.
have the body pulled up on my screen here. And I'm distracted. I look to see how coppish he looks, but I'd like to. Nope. All right.
Desperately asking ChatGPT to colorize a photo for me right now.
Can you animate this in
Yeah.
any interesting ways, please? Just for
The next-
science.
9 to 10 seconds. That's all I'm asking for.
so, so he knocks on the door. He says, "Hey, I'm a detective. I need you to please come talk to me." So Tony steps out of his house, and of course, that's a dumb thing to do because Bugsy then guns him down in his own front yard.
Does he not know what he looks like? Is that like
This is before internet.
I
I wasn't clear about that, but I should have stated. I guess
he writes a chapter about him in his memoir. He would not recognize him when he shows up at his house. So.
It is interesting. That's a good. I don't know. That's a good question, but that's what happened. I'm gassing with the screen. So now, so Bugsy kills Tony. Now the various mobs and the families are all like, this is out of hand. Like Bugsy's becoming a real problem. And despite his alibi of being in the hospital, they're all pretty sure that he killed Tony Fabrizzo. Now they can't go after Bugsy. It's indecorous to go after Bugsy because they think he might have killed Tony. They got
Right.
But
He's killed hundreds of people, so it's like
yeah, but that's different. That's
just
under
pick. Just
yeah.
pick which one you're offended by.
no, that's different. That's Murder Inc. That's business. That's business. You can't be offended by business.
Again, that's been separated into a trust. I cannot be blamed for any of this.
Here, look, this is the LLC paperwork. I'm sorry, I'm not liable for any of this. But they're like, we just like regardless, even if he didn't kill Tony, like this is a problem. So some of the families get together and they decide we gotta kill Bugsy.
Okay.
Now the mafia, Bugsy's folks, Bugsy's family, they catch wind of this, of course, and they also agree that Bugsy is a bit of an issue.
Mm-hmm.
But he's also a very useful issue for them.
Okay. Yeah.
He kills
Sure.
so many people they need to have killed. And so they decide they want to keep him safe. And the mafia, they call him in. They say, Bugsy, listen, you've done great work here. So fucked up a little bit. We're going to move you to Los Angeles.
Oh.
So they put Bugsy on a plane.
Retirement.
They send him to LA. And that is the end of part 1.
Of what?
Of this episode of the podcast. Sorry. Do you think there's a better way I could say that? I could try again.
No, perfect.
And that is the end of part 1 of this episode on Bugsy Siegel and his ghost.
Fine.
It is a ghost podcast still. I want to be clear about that. We have not transitioned to like a mafia podcast, although that would be so fun. We're going to get to a ghost.
Mm-hmm.
But and I'll just spoil it for just so you know, like, Bugsy is the ghost.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm looking forward to next week.
Yeah.
We're not recording it right now, though, right?
You want to?
No, I do not.
I have almost no notes, but that drive, I have quite a lot here, but not enough. So we're going to do it next week. So I guess I can't really ask you your thoughts, but you know what? I will though.
Incomplete.
What are your thoughts so
Incomplete. My thoughts are, can you bring up that photo?
I was already working on it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a whole lot of thoughts.
Yep. Nope. Okay, great. Well, then I will just say that for now, this has been part of an episode of Is This a Ghost? All the notes this week were taken by me, Clayton Smith. All the funny jokes were from Patrick Dean. Our video editor is Jen Swanson. Our audio editor is Jeremy Montoya. Our social media team is, I don't know, maybe in disarray. I don't know. I think Jen Jones is still there. I think Sam Murdoch is still there. I know those two are. So thank you to both of them for doing the great work they always do. And who else? Oh, our merch is by Fox and Quill Studio. Go check them out on Instagram at Fox and Quill Studio. They do wonderful, wonderful work. And I didn't prepare anything, so I'll just say, just hang out next week. Don't kill anyone, and don't. If you have a picture of someone nicknamed the body on your second screen, it's going to be very distracting in a way that might lead to your death, like if you're walking across the street or something. So don't do that, or else it is possible we may be talking about you next week on Is This a Ghost?